Hi everyone, welcome to Coral Module 2. Okay, at this point you should go back, so you should have finished Module 1, you should have done the quiz. Go back and check all your grades, make sure they're good, okay? Just remember quizzes can't be late. Everything else, the participation, the challenge, and the coding is flexible. Just double check your grades. When you have time, go back and make sure you get 100% on all those. We're in Module 2 now. So I'm going to go over here to, well, actually I'm in Canvas. Let's look at Module 2 PowerPoint. So read this, go into the PowerPoint, although I'm going to go over it briefly right here. This module is on variables and assignments, okay? So if I go back over to zybooks, I want to open up this module and look at it. You have to go through 2.18 down to 218 sections. These two are labs, so that's going to hit your coding exercises there, okay? And then up here you're going to have reading and challenge exercises. You have to go through 2.1. We talk about variables, math functions, random numbers, integer division is important in programming. Modulus, which is really a math operation that looks at remainder and constants and some other things. So you'll be learning all that. Let's look at the PowerPoint. It's in Canvas. Sorry for that background noise. Okay, so we talked about variables and data types, right? Right now in this Coral, we're learning integers and floats. An integer is a whole number, and a float is a real number. Okay, so again, this is the same information that was in 1. It shows you the various data types. Again, in Coral, we're doing numbers, so we're using either an integer or a float, which is a real number, has a decimal point. Okay. This looks like the same PowerPoint from 1. Let me double check that. It might be. So it is. We're just reviewing. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally and some functions in there again. Okay. So that's okay. We actually went through that already. So in Module 2, don't forget that you start in the reading exercises. Don't forget, always start from here. And then go into challenge, then go into coding. Each time you're done, fully done with those, don't forget to keep paging down in zybooks. You must start from Canvas, right? You click on the link at the bottom of the assignment. Go over, read everything. And answer all the questions, got all the marks, page down to the next one, keep going, and do all the exercises, and then come back. So here's a challenge. Let's just look at this one challenge to see how this works. Okay, this is challenge activity 2.21 variable assignments. We start here. Level 1, it wants us to type the program's output. So we start here. We say x is a variable equals 9, y is 4, put x to output. So x is 9, so I was going to put a 9 there. This statement is a print statement. It says put a space then, space. Put y to output, 4. And then it ends. Check it. Okay. Go back up. Yep, we got that. Then you go to the next level. Again, you do the same thing. So that's just practicing understanding what's happening in these instructions. So with flow charting, if you'll notice in flow charting, this is a flow chart. And that's how it normally starts. If I go back to Coral, which is again developed by zybooks, I go to the simulator, click on that, and that'll come up here. I can actually go in and look at that code. So the way a flowchart works is this is a start symbol. This is an end symbol. They're ovals. And then you have assignment statements. So anytime you want to, so the way we would write this is your flow chart. To code that, I need to declare X and Y before I use it. So I'd say, okay, this is 2.2 challenge exercise. I think that's what that was. Yep. So X, it looks like they're integers, and it tells you that here. So they are integers. So I'm going to say declare integer X, declare integer Y. And then you have an assignment statement. It doesn't do that here in the flow chart because it's assuming the declaration and the assignment is all on one line in flow charting, which is fine. So X is 6, Y is 3, X equals 6, Y equals 3. And then you have print statements. They call them puts in Coral. Put X to output, put a space, put X to output. Whoops, I spelled that wrong, so I would get a syntax error. Put a space to output. You put a space surrounded by quotes. That's called a string literal. There's a space in there. It kind of avoids the quotes, but you have to do that. You have to put those quotes there. Put wide output, and then we actually aren't using this input box in this code, and then you run it. Up here it's showing you what's happening in RAM. This is behind the scenes of the computer. A user would never see this, or a customer would never see that. You see that because you're the programmer. So it's stepping through your code, and there's your output. So again, you can always go back to Coral Simulator and test everything in here. So again, good stuff in Chapter 2. If you struggle with any challenge or coding problems over 5 or 10 minutes on one specific problem, email me in Canvas and I will send you a video back and help you figure those out. Good luck. Have fun with it.